All right, so folks, with grocery run for Monday, we just added some formatting, made it our header, if you will. Then you might also notice, if you want, you can also highlight the subheaders. You can do whatever you want. I usually like to make mine centered, and then give it a border. So I go to horizontal align and make sure it's centered this way. And then I often will we'll give it a border. So I go to borders, and I usually do a bottom border, but you can do whatever you feel necessary. You can color it if you want, completely up to you. But don't go crazy. You don't have to go where every letter is a different color. It doesn't have to give me like overstimulation because it's bright neon colors and my eyes can't handle it. Obviously, you do want some color, you do want some formatting, but don't spend the bulk of your time doing that. All right, so you might also notice some cost. So I have a dollar amount. To make this easy, I'm going to highlight my money. I'm going to start with $1.75. I'm going to put my mouse on that, highlight it, and I'm going to make a dollar sign. So I'm just going to highlight that and put currency or format for currency, making it so that it actually represents money. Then I'm going to look at my total cost. How do I find total cost of an item if I have like 5 items? Avery. Yep. What arithmetic sign would I use? Or what sign would I use? Would I be adding, multiplying, subtracting? Multiplying, perfect. So that's all I need to do. So Avery did tell us, though, we have to do the equal sign. So I do equals. I'm at D4. I'm going to do an equal sign. I'm going to click on the first number I'm going to multiply. It could either be $1.75 or 5, either one. I usually work my way left to right, so I picked $1.75. I click on that. I use the multiplication sign, which is the asterisk, Shift 8. Gives me the little star. And then I click on the quantity, which is 5. I hit enter. It should give me $8.75. I am eating a lot of snacks today. It is a lot of Doritos. So, nice thing is, again, guys, you can go through and do this equal multiplication sign, or you can do the shortcut. If you know this first one is correct, this is exactly what you want to do for the other grocery items. You can just click on the 875, get a little blue square. See this little blue square at the bottom right corner? Once I have that, I click on it with my mouse. My mouse becomes a plus sign. I just click and drag. Okay. So you should have your totals. Again, I'll do that one more time. If I have this first one and it has a formula, equals some cell times some cell, I'm going to make sure I see that little blue square at the bottom right. I click on it where my mouse becomes a plus sign. I hold my mouse down and I drag it down and it populates the rest of those things. Quick and easy. You can do it old school. You can do equals and then multiplication sign. Totally legit as well. All right, subtotal. When I'm talking about totals or subtotals, what am I doing? Adding, multiplying, dividing, subtracting? Max? Adding. So with this subtotal, I'm in D10. I'm going to add. So I do equals. Sum, S-U-M, opening parenthesis. And then I just highlight the numbers I want to add. Once I'm happy, I should have like between D4 and D8. I hit enter. And I should have $29.76. I know. Big grocery run on Monday.
That's like the minimum. That's like that never happens.
I know. Well, I am only buying Doritos, bread, cheese, Mountain Dew, and a fruit plate. I have definitely a variety of snacks. It
Our
goes from
average
healthy and
store run
bad.
is like every 2 weeks, it's like $500
Oh, I'm
per
sure.
store run.
I'm sure. All right, so guys, next, I need to do tax. Now, tax is 6%. Luckily, we live in Michigan. It's often more in other states. You have a sales tax. So, sales tax basically is multiplying. You're taking the subtotal and multiplying 6% to that. So, if I'm doing a calculation, I'm going to do equals. I'm going to click on my subtotal, which was $29.76. I'm going to multiply. So I hit Shift 8. Now I can either type in 6% using the 6 and the percent sign, or I can type in 0.06. It's totally up to you. You can do decimal or actual percentage. I'm pretty simple. I will just do 6 and the percent sign. So it's Shift 5. And I hit enter. And I should have $1.79 in tax. I am paying to the government, the state government. Then grand total is adding the subtotal and the tax number. So I go to grand total, I do equals, and this is where I can use the plus sign. I can click on $29.76, hit the plus sign, and click on $1.79. You could do equal sum. I'm just showing you different ways. You could do using the plus sign where you're picking which numbers, or you can do equal sum and highlight $29.76 and $1.79. Whatever works, where you will get, drum roll, $31.55. Wow. Now, I will tell you guys, looking at just this, my column C is pretty narrow. It's cutting off some information like that tax. So I'm just going to make it a little wider. I'm going to go between the letters C and D way up here. If I put my cursor between C and D, hold my mouse down and drag it over a little bit, it now makes column C wider. All right. So that was Monday. I want you guys to do Wednesday on your own. If you get done with Wednesday, you're going to fill in Friday. So Friday means you're going to come up with the items. You're going to come up with the cost. You're going to come up with the subtotal, the tax, and the grand total. And you guys can jazz this up any way you want. If you want to go hog wild on formatting, go right ahead. Okay? So if you're not sure what to do, go back to Mondays and say, oh, what did I do? Oh, I add or I multiplied. It looks like I used an equals and I used the multiplication sign. So I'm going to do the same thing in column I for Wednesday. So we're going to try to figure out how much it's going to cost for the pizza and my breadsticks. It looks like I'm going with an Italian theme for Wednesday. I went junk food Monday, Italian theme Wednesday. Who knows what Friday is? Could be a smorgasbord of sandwiches and hamburgers or something. I'll help you, Danica. right, so folks, don't forget to make some dollar signs. Money is important. Also, you might have it already fixed it for me. Merge some stuff. So I'm going to merge these and make it pretty. Pretty awesome. You can do whatever you want for formatting, but it should be formatted to some extent. Don't just leave it bare. You guys are ahead of the game. I'll tell you, some people go to take college classes for this. Yep. Spreadsheets. It's legit. Avery, you might be about, I don't know, your dad's pretty computer literate. He probably does these. Not every teacher can. So. Is your mom an accountant? Oh, we'll see. So she definitely knows this. Awesome too. Your mom you're artsy then. You probably like Pixlr. Yep. So subtotal, guys, you can either do the equal sign and click on the first number you want to add, hit the plus sign, and click on the second. Or, Avery, you can also type in equals, sum, opening parenthesis, and just highlight the two numbers, $22.47 and $1.35. So there's two ways. You could either do equal sum and highlight those, or you can just do equals and then click on the first number you want to add, hit the plus sign, and then click on the second one. Because they're small and they're right next to each other, you can do both. Then, your Friday, I don't know what you guys did. What were you feeling? Dog food and hot dogs? Just hold on to it, okay? Be whatever you can buy at the grocery store. Can you? Well, then I would maybe no, because it's grocery run. Gross. That grossed me out a little bit. That she ate a guinea pig? Oh. Does she still have hers? All right, folks, hopefully you're getting to that point where you're at least able to have your information. You got some grand totals. Few things I want to point out. At the bottom of this, to the far right, or that'd be the other left, my other right. That'd be the left side, sorry. You have grand total for all 3 days. You need to, next to where it says grand total for all 3 days, probably in column D there, line 17, you're going to tell me what's the grand total. How do we add numbers that aren't right next to each other? Excellent. You use the plus sign. You need the equal sign, and then you click on one of the ones you want to add. So my first one would be $31.55. I hit the plus sign, I click on the second number I want to add, which is the grand total for Wednesday. I hit the plus sign, and then I kind of have to scroll, and I click on my grand total for Friday. So I should have something, so you guys should have something similar to that, to equals D13 plus I13 plus N14, something similar to that. Hit enter. My grand total for the week is only $93.42. Clearly, I'm not feeding an army. Make sure your columns are big enough so you're not hiding information. So that way, like my tax information isn't hiding. Make sure they're wide enough. Make sure all your information, if you have a lot of items that are long, let's say it's like a pepperoni pizza with ham, cheese, and mushroom, you might need to make that column K wider to anticipate the width. Once you guys get done, you're going to hand this in. So if you didn't do so already, how do I know it's done? You got a grand total. You got some headers up here. You're using some formatting. It's nice and neat and clean. It looks like I'm using dollar signs. Check, check, check. Everything looks okay. You're going to go up to share. You're going to say change link to Saugatuck Public Schools. Should always be Saugatuck Public Schools. Copy that link and then submit it in Schoology. So you'll go back to Schoology. You go where it says grocery run in class. You're going to submit assignment. You're going to go to the create area and find the little link icon. Control V to paste. Give it a name and submit. So if you need help submitting, let me know. If you didn't finish this, consider it homework. Then you guys have just a few more minutes. Let me be right there. Danica, I'll be right there, okay?